Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a match between Rush and Soma here from CASTERMUSE StarLeague. Yes, recent tournament replays featuring CASTERMUSE's own tournament. He is an excellent caster in the Korean language, and he is helping to keep StarCraft alive by supporting, well, setting up his own tournaments and supporting them as well. So top side, we've got Rush, our red Terran player. And in the bottom left, it is Soma, under his well-known Smurf name, CJD is what it is. Anyway, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday today. I'm having a good time here too. If you want to support CASTERMUSE directly, you can. There's a bunch of links in the description to his YouTube channel. You can support his tournaments down there as well. If you just want to throw some money at him, you can. And if you just want to support me, you can click in the join button down below. Just one-time donations can be sent over PayPal if you have access to that, just at falconpaladin@gmail.com for that one. Anyway, nothing crazy here, man. No proxies coming in from the Terran. He hasn't even left his main base at all. Terry the Overlord scouting out. That's right. It's Polypoid. It's a nice map, right? It's very fighting spirit jungle tile setty, isn't it? There's water here. There's green grass, and there's trees. It's beautiful. Blue Zerg. Not a red Zerg today, EB. Blue Zerg. Bam. Hatch first in it. Heard about the 12 supply. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Barracks coming in here too from our guy, Rush. Now, Rush does not have his, ASL 16 winner name. This is just Rizun Z Rush, which I think probably they make him play with instead of the other one, which is kind of a jokey, an aspirational thing, is what I would say. Anyway, both players sending out workers to scout, and Rush taking some early hits, which means he doesn't want to fight this drone. The early hits really make it hard for the SCV to win, even though he's got more HP, and he's a slightly better attacker. He can't repair himself from damage, and he doesn't want to fight the drone at all. So meanwhile, not going a crazy 3-hatch before pool play, because the Overlord hasn't seen anything yet. I mean, he's finally seeing. Luckily, Overlord scouting the correct direction first, which is great. He sees there's no gas, and there's a Marine coming to murder him in that situation. So run! Run! Let's not go all the way dark there, shall we? No. Definitely not. Expansion coming in pretty gutsy, but you know what? Zerg 1 hatch first, can't do anything about this. Is he going? Yeah, super fast lair before metabolic boost even. So this is some super crazy fast Mutalisk harassment. We'll see if Rush can handle it. We have sometimes seen this kind of an earlier build, like just as soon as the 100 gas comes in, bam, lair, and then bam, into Spire, and then bam, maybe there's some problems coming in from Rush. He doesn't quite have the turrets up in time. He doesn't have the Marines in position. It is the Zerg's ball game, generally, for the first couple minutes of this match, unless it's going to be some kind of a 2-racks opener, maybe a forward bunker, right? That definitely puts the ball in the Terran's hands if they want to be aggressive, too. But not today. Rush just wants to get a lot of SCBs out. Getting his first gas here, too, at about 3 minutes. Second base going to pop anytime soon. Let's see, what else is going on? Still playing Elden Ring, having a good time with that. I feel like I'm pretty much at the end game, but I don't know. I don't feel like I have ADHD. Oh, the block. But then the mineral walk out of there. Sick. Sick plays. So annoying. One of the drones could maybe kill him. Anyway, I don't think I have ADD. Oh, the drone does get the kill. But when I play open world games, I need to do everything. I have to. If there's a spot on the map where it's like, do this thing, save these people, I'm like, okay, done. I did every open world thing in The Witcher 3, every open world thing in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know. I gotta do it. Open world games are my jam. So, yeah. There's an Elden Ring that has a Dark Souls open world, and I want to do it. I want to finish every dungeon and kill every boss and every castle that's in there. And yeah, I think I'm getting close. Third base coming in here from Soma. Got some Firebat medic support on the way now for our guy Rush joining the party. And then the Lings
just don't want to no, they don't want to play anymore. They've decided no. Actually, they just run in the... Wow, really? Rush, buddy. We're okay. Look at that positioning, though. God, the fire bats. Whoop, right in time, right in position. Oh, and Rush doesn't have to go home at all. Hurry! Emergency Sunkens, but also killing this third base would just win the game. Ooh, he's juking. He's just juking to deal with these Lings, though. Ling's trying to kill these fire bats. And sure, a couple of them die. Good. There's a couple Marines up here to defend, and the Lings are already fairly injured, but they've got speed now, so they're 80% better than they were before that. And Marine dead, and just now annoying stuff. My goodness, if Rush knew this existed. This is so gutsy. He could just, honestly, just walk his Marines up here, kill this thing, and all of a sudden Rush is so far behind. Did I say Soma? Soma is suddenly so far behind, but instead, he's fine. His mutas are up. Now Rush has to play the defender. And now he's not really going to have much time to scout that location at all. Not even to poke a Marine up there. Going to be hard to do when all of your Marines are back home dealing with the Mutalisk harassment. Yeah, Marine count heavy. Good. Mutas stick around a little bit. Take some pot shots for their trouble. Turret's coming up. One just in time. Another one pops a little later, but hey, not too late. Lings get into the natural base again. Okay, we need some kind of a wall here. There we go. So tossing up some kind of a wall. Got ourselves flyer attacks. Excellent, excellent. Mutas sharking around. Maybe take... Ooh, gonna take down a supply depot. That's something of a victory. Zerglings running. Ah, see, there's a wall now. And even if there's not, you know, a bunker up yet, doesn't really matter. It's cool. It's cool. So, Soma is one of those Zerg players who just loves Mutalisks unreasonably. Like, he will keep making Mutalisks long past the initial Muta harass stage of this matchup and just kind of beat Terran players with it, with just Mutaling. No lurkers. Okay, alright. Maybe that's not a great engagement. No lurkers, no defilers, no hydras, no ultras. Just Ling Muta in a way that really shouldn't be possible. But it kind of starts it this way. Right? Just with a Muta harass, you know? Well, Firebat in here to make sure that a fourth base... he thinks... You know what? I bet he thinks this would be a third base location for Soma. I bet he has scanned this, though. Yeah, we see it. He scanned this. And he's like, oh. There's the third base here. I wonder how long that's been there. Probably for a lot longer than, you know, when I just discovered it was present. That's not good. It is a Hydralisk Den, though. So this is not one of those games where Soma's just going to make nothing but Lings and Mutalisks and look amazing doing it. He did get a medic, though, regardless, but he's got to get in some lurkers here. He's still getting flyer attacks. I mean, not that he would stop getting it after he started the upgrade, but you know. Don't you know. Yep. Just more mutas, man. Mutas. Queen's Nest. Third base happy. If he's a three-basing Zerg against a two-basing Terran, you know? I think Soma's happy about that. I think he is. This Firebat's like, wait. I'm getting orders to come kill this base. Mutas still harassing here. And then Mutas make sure he doesn't get a single shot off with his flamethrowers. Cool. Mutas dying, taking missile turret hits, taking marine fire. Soma gotta be somewhat careful with these Mutas. You can't just let them die. Really can't be doing that. More Mutalisks, more and more Mutalisks. Again, this is just Mutalisk all the time, but lurkers on the follow-up. And I wonder if this isn't some kind of a mind game from Soma to make Rush think it's nothing but Mutas, so that he's not preparing as much for, you know, lurkers. But double starport's coming in. That's just to radiate, though. You want to radiate if your opponent's going Mutas or lurkers, right? Or ultras. Like, whatever they're doing, irradiate's going to be a good thing. So, I mean, that doesn't tell me what Rush is thinking at all, either. Any sign of a fourth base here? This is a really good fourth base location. Except that tanks can set up here and fire on your base, and then you're a sad Zerg. So, I don't know. I mean, Rush is doing everything right. He's got a ton of Marines out. They've got +1 attack. They've got the range upgrade. They've got the stim. They have medic support.
These are mutas with +1 attack, and he's stacking to make it harder for Soma to figure out how many there are here. And a couple have gone down. I like this. I like this push out quite a bit. Ah, lagger. It's just if you're stuck behind the group when there's mutalisks out and you're a marine, you're just gonna die. Oh, a single missile turret, says Soma. I don't mind if I do. Pop. Lurker's popping, ready to rock. Lurker's at the third base too, really gonna fend very, very well. Yeah, I think at this point Rush knows. He's like, okay, this isn't all the mutalisks and zerglings known to Zergkind. He would have shown up with a bunch of zerglings by now, and I would have had to deal with that. Instead, it's really just extended mutalisk harass, buying time to get into Defiler Mound at 10 minutes here, which is absolutely crazy. Irradiate finally getting started. Do we think if Rush just kind of A moves? He just doesn't have the things he needs yet. He's anticipating lurkers, so he doesn't want to move out here, I don't think, until he's got Irradiate ready to rock. In the meantime, he just keeps trading mutas for SCVs, and has this made enough of a dent in the economy of Rush to be worth it with the number of mutas that have died today, which is, I want to say, at least 8. I think 8 mutas have gone down so far. Consume. Oh, Defiler, consume. All right, so we've got Lurker Defiler in your future, Rush. You don't have a third base yet. You haven't been close to denying the third base for the Zerg player. Come on, Rush. You can do it. We believe in you. You've got a couple of starports coming in. It's just Scourge, it's Lurkers. I mean, you've seen this a million times on Zerg players, right? They know exactly what they're doing, what comp he's going for here. The mutas are probably not going to survive the next 5 minutes of the game. So let's look at 17 minutes. If we get to 17 minutes, if the mutas are all still alive, I'm going to be surprised about this. So this is where you irradiate the Lurkers at the top of the ramp. And a couple of them, there's 4 up there, though, so 2 of them getting irradiated is, like, fine. But it's not going to exactly make it okay for the Marines to try to break that, you know? Not even close. Scourge, too smart. Soma, not going to lose his Scourge just by flying over a pack of Marines like that and losing them. Plague coming in really fast, Plague. Because this is 8-rack shenanigans out of our Terran player, Rush. So Plague's going to be good. If it was Mech, Plague not as good. Okay, mutas, think about jumping on top of them. Nice split, by the way. On the Science Vessels, do not irradiate happens. Muta group is 11. All of them, 10. All of them in various stages of injury. Just a reminder to hit that like button if you haven't. If you're able to do so, hitting the like button just lets the algorithm know that you're enjoying the content. And I hope you're having a good time, because I'm having a good time with this for sure. Little Lurker attack, sneaking up into Rush's natural base. Oh, the Dark Swarm is up. No! Worst case scenario here. Oh, did he just got a Defiler and defiled his own Dark Swarm? And then now, okay. All right, you're on 2 bases as a Terran. You lose all of your mineral income at the second base. There's not even a third base. My brain wants to call this the third, because I feel like there should be one, but there's not. Lurker's getting irradiated and doing all right. You know, not bad. Meanwhile, Muta's trying to get more stuff done here with their 10 Mutalist group. Okay, so Lurker dies. Bunker's alive, but for how much longer? Not long enough. And then we're here ready to kill this Defiler when that pops too. All right. So look, Rush lost a lot of mining time. He did not lose the command center. He killed a couple Lurkers for almost nothing. Why would you try to break that? Don't. Oh no, the Science Vessels. Surprisingly vulnerable, and the Mutas didn't really go for him at all. Strange. Scourge once again pulling back. Ah, the Defiler gets a Dark Swarm up, is irradiated, has to live out the rest of his life solitarily. Soma's trying to take a 4th base here. If this 4th base happens and Rush can't take it down, that's your game. Oh, Plague! Ooh, a Plague does manage to catch these here Science Vessels. Scourge, wiping out a Science Vessel that's already been plagued. 2 Scourges, maybe too much to kill it, honestly, but it's cool. Ultralisk Cavern on the way from Soma. Yeah, working on that melee attack upgrade. Ground Carapace. Dark Swarm covering this ramp, making it really hard for this 8-rack stuff to get up there. Floating a factory. Floating a Science Vessel. hoping that Scourge will be dumb enough to fly into the science facility, rather. Yeah, look at him. Every time there's a situation where the Mutas can get a shot off on the science vessel, he pretty much takes it. Lurkers hanging out, not doing super hot when they're getting concaved like that, but also running up into the 4th base where there are three Lurkers ready to have a good time here. This is bad for Rush. He doesn't have a 3rd base. Does he have a 3rd command center? No. He's 2-basing this thing. He's got, well, dropships on the way. Maybe he can do some drops up here. That'd be pretty good. But see the Scourge in position for that, too. Ooh, a little bit of an opening here. The Dark Swarm is gone. Trying to hold. These Lings do have Adrenal. We've had a high for a hot minute now, and Soma loves his Adrenal. These Lurkers dying would be huge. But these Lurkers getting focused, too, would be good. No, can't quite do it. Too many Lings. Too much surround here on the Zerglings. All the medics are going to die. Oh, can they escape? Some of them may be able to escape, possibly, but Lings are fast, man. They want to surround you in the middle of the map. Oh, you stopped to heal. Why would you stop to heal? Ah, they die. Hey, look at 3rd base. Actually, there's one on the way from Rush. I'm blind. It's cool. Being blind is neat. SCV sitting here for some reason. It's 103 to 95 total supply. Look. Rush is just in a tough place. He's got to replace his own science facility for the for the first time today. I just cast a game where somebody lost their science facility and had to rebuild it. That was not this game, though. It was another one. Oh my gosh. The Ling harass up here with the 2 armor, +1 attack Zerglings, 5 Ultralisks at a timer in production. And by golly, this is problematic. Your 3rd base has to lift. Trying to dropship his way in here. But he's got to irradiate the Scourge. Plague gets tossed down on all the science vessels. Juke left now. Oh, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good drop. There we go. There's a Lurker here, but we have scans, and we have enough Marines to kill it. Maybe. +2 attack. Okay, so it tries to stand on top of the Lurker, so it can't be target fired. It didn't really work, but now the Ultralisks are here. And the scrappiness is ready to rock. And this is just when the Ultras have arrived and your Terran player doesn't really have a giant group of Marines, it's a bad time. Dropship gets chased down by Mutalisks, not spared. Ling Ultra crushing this 3rd base under the heel of the Zerg Swarm. And that's it, man. Rush got his 3rd base up late, couldn't hold it when he did get it. By that I mean he's kind of holding it. But he's down 146 to 99 total supply. This fast 3rd that he was able to take that Rush did not know about, that was it. That was your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Like, as soon as your Zerg opponent gets a 3rd base you don't know about as a Terran, and you're expecting it to be, I don't know, maybe a 2-base style attack, and if that's not it, you got a GG. Maybe not now, but maybe later. And bam, GG, end of the day. Soma comes out on top. Rush loses the game. Scouting. Hey, look, 2 Mutalisks are still alive at the end of the game. Remember when I was like, these Mutas will all be dead in 5 minutes? And they weren't. 2 of them still lived. I mean, 2 of the, 11 that were roaming around, but that's okay. Yeah, it's just when the Ultralisks arrive and they got 5 armor, your Marines are just, shooting water pistols at it over and over again, and that's horrible. Horrible, horrible feeling. Anyway, that was a pretty good ZVT, I feel like. Soma just kind of dominated Rush. All right, man, Rush, you need to scout a little bit more, I feel like. I know that you had someone here, which is far away from you, and Zergs like to take this base on this map against a Terran, but this was vulnerable, and you had stuff out on the map. This could have gone very, very differently for Rush if he had just killed this, put down Soma to a 2-base Terran versus a 2-base Zerg versus a 2-basing Terran, and yeah, just gone from there. Woof. All right.
Kerchow, 107,000 points here. 108, I'm sorry, for Soma. 82,000 for Rush, who was pink today. Magenta, I guess. Outproduced the Terran 315 to 252, which is hard to do when Rush is going 8 racks, because a lot of Marine production's happening here. He outkilled 180 to 133, and he Rush did end up losing more stuff too, so the math there is a problem. 0 Zerg buildings died today, which is just an absolute issue. And he got outspent by the Zerg player, 35,000 to 26,000 resources. Got way outmined in gas, which again, Rush doesn't necessarily, he's not desperate for gas or anything. But yeah, end of the day there, our winner is Soma, the Zerg player, who is just one of the better Zerg players in the world right now. I really like what he's capable of doing. I'd love to see him do more. And he is just practicing and getting better all the time, I feel like. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.